Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this Scott Tries video, I'm going to be trying a beta of a new software called Obsidian, which is a note-taking application, a personal wiki, personal digital garden type of application, the type of which you've seen in other things, I believe. Rome is one, Rome. Notion is probably in this category as well, as well as several others. And this has some really interesting features for creating bidirectional links. And I've been given access to the beta. So if you're not familiar with this series of videos and Scott Tries, what I'm simply doing is trying something for the first time. I've received criticism that, well, why didn't you prepare for these? Well, the whole point is that I'm coming in blind. So I am coming in blind to this. I have never used this application, and this is at version 0.6.0, of which you can tell there are updates being pushed to this all the time. So I've been given access to this. I'm going to go ahead and grab the download for this. So we can create a new vault, start from scratch and create your new Obsidian vault for your Markdown notes or open an existing folder. I'm going to create a new vault, browse, Scott Vault, create. Already this is interesting because it's working with a local file system rather than like some ethereal API. You can see right here, the interface is fun. It kind of reminds me of VS Code. You got the little settings down here. You have search, quick switcher, graph view, markdown converter, and file explorer. New note, new folder, change sort order. Now, this is a really nice interface. It's definitely a little bit more technical looking than like Notion or something like that, but already it looks nice. I like the theme, purple and black. Hey, cool there. Let's create a new file, because why do a demo when you can just wing it, right? So it looks like up top is the file title, first Obsidian file. And I believe they're using Markdown here. So if I do, hello, what's up? This is a heading. Okay, let's see about bullet points. Looks like it automatically adds your bullet points. What's up? Nothing. Okay, let's try out numbered list. 1, hello, 2, yes. Okay, this works. Beautiful. Okay, but what about links, right? Let's say we wanted to go to leveluptutorials.com. Leveluptutorials.com. Does that turn into a link? No. Okay, let's try https://www.leveluptutorials.com. Does that turn into a link? Well, no, because you have to do HTTPS. There we go. Turns into a link. Nice. What about this? Hello. Does this turn into anything like an accordion? No, just a list. In Notion, that would be an accordion, I believe. If we do / doesn't do anything like it does in Notion. So this is just me exploring. Obviously, this is a pretty uneducated view of this thing. Let's click this preview. Oh, okay. So that forward arrow turns it into like a block like this. So what about code blocks? Let's try this out. ... Okay, automatically turns it into a code block. So do I need to do anything special here? Like if I start typing function Scott, can I turn this into JavaScript and get type? I don't think I can. Maybe. Let's actually bump up the interface on this whole thing. Okay, cool. So Control plus or Command plus seems to bump up the interface. This is all draggable, changeable. Okay, so right off the gate, my first thoughts are that this definitely feels, ooh, JavaScript syntax highlighting. What happens if I get rid of that? Sorry, I cut myself off here. Okay. Cool. I wonder how many different things it will give you syntax highlighting for. It's a thought for another day. Fantastic. Look at that. Gorgeous. What does pinning do? Maybe it just pins this file over here or something. This closes this particular file. Okay. So initial thoughts. It's like a more technical version of Notion. It's sort of like a Notion mixed with VS Code note-taking application. And One thing I love about this is that these files are stored locally in a local vault. Now, there is some additional things about where this information is stored and how you have access to it and what you pay for this service. So I can get into that a little bit as well. That's certainly something we cover here. So let you fold everything under a heading. Ooh, we got folding, code, fold indent, show line number. Oh, hey there, line numbers. So this is turning more into like an editor, but not like a code editor, as a technical user, as a web developer. Hey there. This is kind of it's kind of hot. All right, we got plugins, file explorer, search, backlinks. So this backlinks thing is a really interesting aspect of this, as well as the graph view, of which we'll talk about. It looks like Control O is going to be the quick switcher. That's kind of a weird command for that. Maybe I'll change that, but who cares? Star frequently used files, tag pane. Ooh, so there's like a tagging system, which I like. Slides, present, use. Oh, so you can even create slides from this. Now, this is fascinating to me. Record audio. I'm an audio person. I like to talk for a living, so that's good for me. Open with a default app. Page preview, custom CSS. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I don't mean to get too YouTube-y on you here, but like, hey there, I love theming things, and I love theming things to the point of absurdity, so much to the point where like Notion not being able to theme things is a huge bummer for me. Like just dealing with the two themes. Big thumbs down to Notion for that. I also wonder what their API situation is like. If you could use this as an API, then that's going to seal the deal for me. This is a version 0.6. Keep in mind. Okay, command line palette. This is all pretty cool. Obsidian Dark, Obsidian Light, which is still cool with the purple. Hotkeys, editor save files. Okay, vault, you can choose to another location. I'm wondering if you put this vault into like a Google Drive, I'm sure that this would work across everything. Your app is up to date. So this is pretty cool. You even have Vim key bindings for those of you who prefer to use a Vim. I'm not one of those people, but for no reason other than I just am not as effective with it. So let's try to go ahead and create another file and maybe do some linking. So second file. I've heard that the linking is a cool thing in here. And if we do double brackets, we can create a link. And this says, this is where to go. Okay. So double brackets creates a link. And you know how I said I'm coming in blind to this? Well, I saw like a screenshot of this. So I just guessed and it worked. So I didn't have to do anything fancy. Click this. No. Okay. It doesn't let me click it from here. You can only click it from this view, which is fine. There we go. So there is a distinct difference between the editing view and the published preview view, which to me, oh, hey, this other one, leveluptutorials.com, worked. I don't know why I didn't think it did. Pretty cool. And that's kind of weird to me that there's an edit version and a non-edit version. Ooh, split. Cool. That's kind of weird to me. But it's not a deal breaker or something. So we have this neat little graph view. I clicked on the graph view and you can see how things are connected. And this takes you here. It's interesting that it doesn't take you to the file view, but it takes you to the edit view. Like, let's say I go back. So if I go to the graph, I go back here, I turn this into the preview view, come here, come back. It's still in the edit mode, which is kind of weird. So like, at what point do you actually get access to the preview view? Like, do you have to click this every time, or do control or command click to open? Oh, to open a new pane. Like, what's the story around this view versus this view? And that's really what I'm concerned about. In concern, I just mostly mean thinking about. Okay, so we can also tag things in here. So no tags found. There are no tags. How do we tag things? Let's see if that's just a simple hashtag or something, right? And by hashtag, I mean like pound symbol. No, because that's this. So how do you tag things? No tags found. No tags, no tags. I might have to figure out how to tag things. And actually consult some documentation. Also, how do you get out of this? Do you have to do ... and then you get out of it? Okay, perfect. Okay. So tags. Let's talk about tags. Hi. Like if I do a bracket, single bracket. This is I'm just guessing here. That's not it. I might actually consult some documentation and actually show you the Obsidian site, which is at obsidian.md. It's a nice purple looking site where you can request access, future proof, long lasting, together, wiki style links, backlinks, graph view. Cool. How do you add tags? Well, in a slight detour, let's look at the pricing. Pricing looks nice, free forever, no account required, access to plugins, community support, free forever. Hey there, premium. End-to-end encryption, which for those of you who need end-to-end encryption, there you go. Built-in version history, which that's nice. I don't necessarily require this, but it's good for people who are using this to prepare blog posts and things. Priority email support. That's for $4 a month. Hey. And that's the early bird pricing. It's going to go up to 8. Publish knowledge base, hosted knowledge base, all premium features plus a hosted knowledge base. So it looks like to have it hosted, you have to pay $16 a month or $8 for the early bird team collaboration, selected publishing notes. Interesting. All very interesting. I wish, obviously this is super early beta. I wish I knew how to do a tag. Like, obviously that's not it. And obviously these headings aren't it. Maybe this. Hi. I'm failing to type here. So that's great. I don't know. I don't know how to do a tag. Maybe it's up here. Maybe do pound sup. No. Do you want to update internal links that link to this file? Always update. Sure. Always update. If you're changing the name of something, yeah, always update. Interesting. 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 And this one didn't update this time. Why didn't you update? Maybe, do I have to do Command S? I did Command S. Maybe it's because I had this pound sign in here. It's getting confused. I don't know. Again, this is me trying it. If you're not into this kind of thing, I understand. But I think this is really fun. I think it's really interesting. This is something that it looks like I'm going to use. The quick switcher, Command O. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Oh, here we go. Markdown Converter. Rome Research Tag Fixer converts hashtag tag to pound bracket tag. So pound bracket tag is how you create a tag, apparently. Highlight a to-do. Oh, a to-do. Interesting. I'm into to-dos. And this conversion will convert, obviously, if you're using Rome, which I have not used, but I've heard such good things about it, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try out this. So like if we were to say tag, right? Does this add a tag? And it still says no tags found. So apparently I am not figuring out tags today. If we do it like this, hello, is this a to-do? Didn't give me a to-do, but this did give me a tag here, which is just created another file. All right, so this tagging thing has got me a little mystified, and that's cool, but I'm sure it's something I'll figure out as I play with this more. It would be nice to have a little bit more here. Obviously, version 0.6, keep that in mind. This is an early view at this project. So far, so good. I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic. I think I'm going to continue to use this and continue to try it out. Now, what's the mobile story? I don't believe there is one right now. And that's totally fine considering where this thing is. But if this tool were to replace something like Notion in my mind, obviously it would have to have a mobile story. But I love the sort of code first view of this thing. I really, really enjoy this. I think this is fantastic. I'm interested in seeing how this works if you publish things, if you're able to publish it yourself, if you're able to use this as an API in the future, what kind of things exist for that. But so far, so good with this platform. This is Obsidian. Check it out at obsidian.md. This video is not affiliated or sponsored with them in any sort of way. They're not paying me for my views or anything. I don't. This is just on my own accord. I wanted to show you this software. check it out. If you get access to the early beta, let me know what you think of it and give it a try.